News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Striking longshoremen and women on the picket lines.
Make a deal!
Day 3 of the massive strike at 36 major ports.
The New York Times reports that the executive director of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey says some 100,000 containers will be tied up in the port with 35 ships waiting offshore over the next week.
That's Fox's Doug Luzada reporting this morning. President Biden visits communities in Florida and Georgia today, decimated by Hurricane Helene. Yesterday, he toured western North Carolina, vowing help.
Congress has an obligation to ensure the states have the resources they need.
And Vice President Harris stopped in Georgia yesterday. She's back on the campaign trail today, stopping in a Republican stronghold in northeastern Wisconsin. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com.
It's not every day that you buy a house.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
03 Mix 1041. We're on mixtv.tv. And we're on your phones and mobile devices with the free Mix 1041 app. That's a free download at mymix1041.com. Thanks to CHI Memorial. Good morning to all of you. 7:04 now. On a Thursday morning, we're getting some numbers in from TEMA. That's the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency, that 11 are dead, 23 are missing during and after this catastrophic East Tennessee flooding. TEMA Director Patrick Sheehan joined Governor Lee and members of the Tennessee Congressional Delegation to tour storm and flood damage in northeast Tennessee. TEMA has confirmed now that there are 11 people who have died in East Tennessee related to flooding from Helene. And also they say that this was during a press conference on Wednesday. The governor said there's, quote, a tremendous amount of work to do, end quote, as the state suffered damage and the loss of life. FEMA said on Monday that any loss of life in a natural disaster makes this incident absolutely tragic. As of Wednesday, as of Wednesday, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation received more than 500 calls regarding missing people. 23 are active leads that the TBI is working alongside local law enforcement for a joint response. FEMA says the number does not represent the total of unaccounted individuals, but the public leads that still need to be cleared. And there is FEMA has set up a hotline, crisis cleanup hotline, 844-965-1386. Survivors who need help with cleanup efforts, and for the missing, 1-800-TBI-FIND. WATE. Pardon me, folks. WATE in Knoxville is reporting the State Department of Transportation is advising drivers to avoid roads between East Tennessee and western North Carolina due to that severe flood damage. TDOT confirms several key roads remain closed, including sections of I-40 and I-26. Travelers urged to use alternate routes, such as I-81 north into Virginia. A newfound Gap Road has reopened, offering a route between the states. US 129, also known as the Dragon frequently traveled and enjoyed by motorcyclists, has seen a dangerous increase in commercial traffic. Well, Bridget, I'm going to bring you in here. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Great. Thanks.
All right. And then we bring in Fruit Loops. Good morning to you. Are you at work today? I don't even know.
Good morning, boss. Yes, I'm here.
Wow.
Both of you, Bridget excited that I'm out next week, and
Yep.
and Austin excited to leave next week. He and I are both not together, mind you. All right, I got some
days
numbers
for
for you
vacation,
guys.
it's always
I want the audience to listen up. So Tony Clanton with Operation Compassion sent me these numbers, and this is what you folks did on Tuesday, if you were part of our Hurricane Helene relief broadcast. You dear people who came out donated 18 pallets of water, 16 pallets of food, cleaning supplies, diapers, tarps, and other supplies. Tony of Operation Compassion said it will be enough to supply hundreds of people with life-sustaining goods. I'm quoting now. The supplies are already being used by people in need. More trucks heading out tomorrow, which is today, Friday, and this weekend. He said this event will certainly change the lives of many. Thank you to all who are so generous. And oh, by the way, you dear people donated over $25,000.
Wow. That's amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is one day's notice. You did this. Let me repeat. You gave 18 pallets of water, 16 pallets of food, cleaning supplies, diapers, tarps, and oh, by the way, you donated over $25,000.
My goodness.
What do you say to that? I don't
There's
know.
nothing you can say. I mean, that is just absolutely incredible.
We live in the best place in the world. Mm-hmm. We really, really do. And again, you folks responded. We announced that Monday. You did that in less than 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want to say?
Just unbelievable. Just knowing like how many people are being helped by all of that. That's
Well,
just awesome.
and let me say this. That was just Tuesday. And since our broadcast, Tony said they've had more people at their Operation Compassion warehouse than they've ever had in the history of the organization, which is 25 years old. Fruit Loops, what do you make of those numbers?
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. So we are definitely proud of our community. We appreciate everybody coming together, and we know that that's definitely going to be used.
Let me, a couple of things quickly. They are now able to receive, they've got a new warehouse. And here, I'm going to give you the address if you need it again. I'd say that's on their website, Bridget, operationcompassion.org. It's 4435 Michigan Avenue Road. That's a 45,000 square foot warehouse. They're going to have people there all day. So, look, if you didn't make it Tuesday, that's just fine. As I said, we're at the beginning of the beginning. I mean, Isaac Libby, go on our Facebook page, look at that. Isaac from Best Buy Metals sent us some video yesterday. They're in Asheville. They've got a Best Buy Metals in Asheville. They've helped hundreds and hundreds of people, feeding them and giving them supplies. Best Buy Metals has the last 3 days. And they're telling Isaac's there with his team, and they're saying, look, we haven't eaten in 2 and 3 days. I mean, it's just, it's unbelievable. So really, thank you, but hey, let's keep it going. Bridget, let's get our first check of the streets here.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate looking great as well. But just a reminder, TDOT will be performing a major traffic shift on I-24 between east of Belvoir Avenue and Spring Creek Road in Chattanooga. That's going to be coming up this Sunday and Monday from 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. Traffic will in both directions will shift to the outer lanes to begin work on the median and inner lanes, so expect delays. That is this Sunday and Monday. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid of Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art, automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, good morning. Time for our Hardee's Wake Up, 12 after 7.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank?
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything bright. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the Vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results. To protect Chattanooga homes now, more than ever.
Call USS.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane. $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day 1, including medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k, tuition reimbursement, and more. You can apply now at Duracell.com.
Hey, thanks to Duracell, Jason Corley, plant leader, Bridget, they donated thousands of batteries as part of our Hurricane Helene relief broadcast.
Yes, they sure did. They heard us, make that call on Monday, and then they had those batteries ready for us Monday afternoon.
That's good. Today's best mix and best variety mix 104.1, 715 inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
You always save when you buy direct from the factory. Now save even more when we'll pay your sales tax on any Mermaid brand mattresses, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, we are under a dense fog advisory for our listening area until 10 a.m. this morning. Later today, partly cloudy, a high of 84 and a low of 64 this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy early in the day, partly cloudy by afternoon, a high of 83 and a low of 62. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 85. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 59 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar this morning, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street, near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Moser Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
The best mix, the best variety. Mix 104.1.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results. To protect Chattanooga homes now, more than ever.
Call USS.
Meteorologist Clay Smith. Clay, you got something pretty in the background there. I'm not sure. Go ahead, fill me in. What do we got?
Yeah, Paul, this is a little bit of fog we had yesterday. You can see this is taken from Ringgold. Larry Bowers took this one, if I can get it out this morning. We had the fog, of course, moving through portions of the valley yesterday. That's going to be the case again this morning. So if you're heading out, just be mindful of that. We do have reduced visibility in areas. Plus, we have dense fog advisories in effect for all of the counties shaded in gray, which includes all of our Tennessee communities here in our Local 3 coverage area and Cherokee and Clay counties back in southwestern North Carolina. So that visibility could drop below 1/4 of a mile at times. So again, give yourself a little extra time, use those low beams, and arrive safely on this Thursday morning commute. Now, as of now, the fog really not that big of a deal in places like Athens, Chattanooga, Cleveland. Visibility still good, but along the Cumberland Plateau into Bledsoe, Sequatchie, Grundy, Marion counties and down into that northwest tip of Georgia, starting to see a little bit of that fog thicken up. So we could have areas of dense fog throughout the morning. This is downtown Dalton. You can see right there, not a whole lot going on this morning. And it is clear across the entire southeast, which of course is fantastic news for those out into our eastern communities, parts of the Carolinas, northeast Tennessee. We're still cleaning up from Helene. It's been nearly a week now since landfall in the Big Bend of Florida, and there's a whole lot of people still without power. So fortunately, the weather is going to cooperate over the next couple of weeks potentially, as we're looking at dry weather for an extended period of time. As for today, we're waking up to temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Very comfortable morning here as we continue into the third day of October. It'll be warm by this afternoon though. 86 in Chattanooga and 80 in Blue Ridge, 83 in Athens. Yesterday we officially hit 85 here in Chattanooga, so maybe a degree or two warmer. Dew points are still going to be in the 60s, so that humidity kind of going to stick around at least through about Sunday, and then you're really going to notice a difference in the air as we get into your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's all because we're going to be tracking out a cold front. So that'll bring temperatures down into the 70s heading into the middle of next week. It is going to be an absolutely comfortable fall-like weekend as we get into next week. So that's something to look forward to. But for this weekend, it's still going to be warm. So if you like the warmth, well, we're not going to have too many more days at closing in on 90 degrees. So get out there and enjoy those 86-degree readings this weekend. Here's a look at your futurecast. A little bit of fog this morning, some cloud cover throughout the day, maybe a sprinkle in our eastern communities, but I think we'll have more sunshine than anything. Then the clouds start to build in as we go into the overnight hours. And then for your Friday, we're going to have a little system trying to come up from the south. There's going to be a little bit of moisture to work with, but I don't think we're going to see a ton of rain. Best chance is going to be across North Georgia throughout the afternoon and evening. And then after Friday, I really don't anticipate any rain outside of the Tennessee Valley and really across much of the southeast until, maybe next weekend or beyond. It looks like we're going to be dry for an extended period of time. A little bit of light rain possible on Friday, but all the heavy stuff is going to stay offshore. You can see those reds and purples just off into the Gulf of Mexico and down into the Florida Peninsula. That's where the heaviest rain is kind of going to stay put for the next couple of weeks as we're trending dry with our overall pattern. After that front comes through, it's going to bring in that dry air from the northwest and just kind of going to sit over us for a while. So it looks like the next 6 to 10 days, we're not going to see any meaningful rainfall, which is pretty typical. October is our driest month of the year on average. But here's a look at the tropics. Of course,
list at 7:20.
Okay, happy birthday to Wayne Reynolds. He is 61 today. Robert and Kelly Varnell, they're celebrating their 15th wedding anniversary today.
Rob, I can't believe you hung on to her that long. That's incredible.
Leland Ross is 12 years old today. That is from his family.
Hey, Leland, I know you're sad about the Braves last night, buddy. I'm sorry. They ended their year last night in San Diego.
Oh, too bad. And then Wendy Seaborn celebrated a birthday yesterday. She's a library assistant at Michigan Avenue. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank works hard to help make their customers' dreams come true. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. A quick news update here. 11 are now dead. 23 are officially missing. and that's just in northeast Tennessee. That is being reported this morning. This during the catastrophic flooding off of Hurricane Helene. The Tennessee Emergency Management Agency announced that yesterday during a press conference with Governor Bill Lee. And we do have more news surrounding this, but also a terrible story. Local 3 reporting a student on a Ray County school bus suffered a medical emergency after overdosing on a THC vape pen. Okay, parents, good morning. A THC vape pen. I could talk to you for a couple hours about this. I am proudly on the ATS board, and look, I'm the least of it, okay? But from what I've seen and what I've heard, they can disguise those things in a very unique way, and that's a very, very sad story in Ray County yesterday. All right, that is the news, but we have good news, Bridget, this morning. We got that word from Operation Compassion from our relief rally on Tuesday. Oh, my goodness.
We appreciate their update. The biggest news out of that, over $25,000 was donated just yesterday, or I'm sorry, Tuesday morning. And all those pallets of water and food and supplies, just amazing.
You folks did it. Hey, it's not mission accomplished, by the way. 16 pallets of water, 15 pallets of food and supplies. So absolutely incredible. Going to talk with Ginger Wilson Buchanan in 7 seconds.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
One of our longtime friends, Ginger Wilson Buchanan, and Mark Grissom used to say that, Wilson Buchanan. How are you doing, Ginger?
I'm great, Steve. Thank you for the opportunity to be here, and just thank you for all you do for our community. You know, I was thinking about this relief effort, how quickly you can organize something through this radio station and bring our community together. And I always turn to this station for news and community events, and it's just a valuable resource to our community.
As are you, Ginger. Thank you very much for saying that. Our longtime friend, Ginger Buchanan. Well, you're a longtime attorney, but we're not here to talk about legal matters. If you're watching MixTV.tv right now, you see these beautiful zinnias. Tell me what's going on, Ginger.
Well, my family has a farm on Walker Valley Road, the Wilson Farm. It was purchased by my great-grandfather in 1938. So my children are the 5th generation on our farm, and traditionally it's been a production agriculture farm. My father, Eddie Wilson, who passed away about 20 years ago, was a dairy farmer, and soon after his passing, we sold our dairy cows, and we've just been in the livestock business with beef cattle and crops. And I have wanted for a long time to do something different. Many people don't realize that I have a degree in agricultural economics and business before I went to law school. Wow. And so this is just kind of going back to my roots and doing something different out of the box on the farm. A lot of production agriculture farms are looking for diversification through agritourism, agribusiness enterprises. And our farm on Walker Valley Road is just such a great location, an accessible location. So this year I decided to do this zinnia patch. And of course, this has been a year of a drought up until these recent rains. And, you know, being a farmer, you're always dependent upon the rain. So this was nothing new to us, a year of a drought. So it's had a little bit of challenge. But we have a patch, and it is a cut-your-own patch at the farm. People can come. We're generally open on Thursday evenings, on Saturday afternoons, and Sunday afternoons at the farm. We have baskets and cutters, so people just come and pick up a basket and cutter and go out into our patch and cut as many as they would like to have. They're $1 a stem, so it's very economical to come and pick a basket of flowers. And we have all these beautiful colors in the patch, and it's just a beautiful location. Our patch is in the center of our farm, which is 550 acres. And so any direction you turn, there's beautiful pictures. There's barns or silos or rolling hills in the background. A lot of people, when I talk about our farm being on Walker Valley Road, I'll say, well, you see the corn, or you see the silos, or you see the barns. But when I say we have a quilt square on one of our barns, people are like, oh, I do know where that is. I know that quilt square. That's kind of a unique piece of art on one of our old barns on the farm.
We're joined by Ginger Wilson Buchanan, our longtime friend. I did not realize it went back to 1938. I mean, what a historic farm and just a real wonderful piece of agriculture history here in Bradley County.
Well, it is. You know, you think about, and we're not the oldest farm. You know, there are several farms in Bradley County that are century farms. We're not there yet with 100 years, but it's my goal for my children that one day they can have this farm recognized as a century farm. But my great-grandfather, Noah Wilson, was really involved in the Charleston community. He had the Charleston hardware store, and many people don't realize he had a Ford dealership in Charleston many years ago. So Mr. Card, while Mr. Card was alive, you know, he remembered my great-grandfather from back in those days.
Oh, man, I never knew that. What a wonderful history lesson. All right, well, Ginger, let's repeat the details. And again, if you're listening on the radio, you want to go back and look at this and look at Mix TV this morning because these are beautiful. So not only the information, but how could people get more information about this?
Well, we do have a Facebook page and an Instagram page, and it's The Farm at Walker Valley is where you can find those on social media. You can also call me at 423-650-8455. That is the number for the farm. We are open generally on Thursday evenings from, like tonight, we'll be open from 5:30 to 7:30, Saturday from 12 to 5, and Sunday 2 to 5. Just check our Facebook or Instagram page because we'll have our dates and times always posted. It varies a little because of weather and different circumstances.
Ginger, great to see you. This
Thank
is
you, Steve.
wonderful. And The Farm at Walker Valley on Facebook and Instagram. Well, thank you, and thank you for bringing these. You know what? I'll give them to Jennifer and act like it was my idea.
That's right. That will be something wonderful to give to Jennifer, and she'll think you
Or
went
Reagan,
to,
I don't know. I'll put
went
them
to a
back.
special effort. But thank you for having me this morning, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to share with our community what we're doing at the farm.
Anytime. Ginger Wilson Buchanan, thank you, and hello to John and the entire family. All right, it is 7:29. Let's get a check of traffic right here, Bridget.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. Crews are working an accident on Highway 64 near Jackie Evans Trucking. We understand it's down to one lane, so we appreciate the call on that, and we'll check into that and get more details. Again, that's Highway 64. They're near Jackie Evans Trucking. Be aware of that this morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Exciting changes are happening at Southland Finance. They're still here to offer the same services they always have and so much more. You can stop by their Cleveland office, find out how Southland Finance is growing to serve you. 950 25th Street in Cleveland in front of Ace Hardware. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Hey, I want to make an editor's note here. I did the news update a moment ago about the student on the Ray County school bus who suffered the medical emergency. That student, medical emergency, overdosed on a THC vape pen. This story reported by our news partners at Local 3. The student survived. The student was treated at Ray County Medical Center and later released. We do want to make sure and mention that. We had a lot of concerned people messaging us there. So, yes, the student did survive, but they did find that the vape contained 99.9% THC. 2 Ray County High School students were arrested. They faced charges including conspiracy to sell marijuana, felony reckless endangerment, and false reporting. So more on that coming up at the top of the hour.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane. Come with 4-piece nuggets, junior fry, and a small drink. That's the $5 Biggie bag, available now at Wendy's.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know.
You all right?
Yep.
It is 7:32. See, what happens is I'll get Bridget cracked up right before she does the weather. And I actually, one time I did that, and I said, right before she did the weather, about 5 seconds left, I said, oh, by the way, we're having another baby. Go!
This is true.
Anyway. All right, let's go in the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center at 7:33.
Thank you to all the families that have and continue to purchase.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga, with an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products.
Until 10 a.m. this morning for our listening area. For later today, partly cloudy skies, a high of 84 and a low of 64 this evening. For tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy skies, a high of 82 and a low of 62. Partly cloudy on Saturday with a high of 85. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 59 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar this morning, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Aubrey's of Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial Hello Human Kindness Sports, sponsored in part by the Town Squire. Did you know the Town Squire offers everything you need to build a complete wardrobe? The Town Squire, your go-to men's store, with a wide range of suits, sport coats, dress slacks, shirts, ties, belts, and shoes. The Town Squire's fall wardrobe sales in full swing. No better time to stop in and refresh your style. Let Larry and his staff help you discover just how good you can look with comfort and confidence. The Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland. X1041 Sports. Braves are over. It's over. It's done. Braves lost in San Diego on the wild card, 5-4 to the Padres. Braves season is done. Padres advance to the National League Division Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Brewers over the Mets last night. It's the only series to go to a third game in the wild card. Mets at Brewers tonight, 7 o'clock ESPN. Winner faces the Phillies. Royals won their series over Baltimore. The Orioles 2-1 yesterday. Royals will play the Yankees now in the division series. Tigers back in the playoffs. Unbelievable. They beat the cheater Astros 5-2 last night, and they'll face the Cleveland Guardians. NFL Thursday Night Football tonight. Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Play at the Falcons. Could be a fun show tomorrow. I'll be up till at least 11:30. That'll be good. So Bucks at Falcons, Amazon Prime, with the best play-by-play team going, Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit. That'll be 8:15 tonight. We'll have it on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Cleveland High School Volleyball won their 9th straight district volleyball championship last night. They swept Walker Valley in straight sets. My goodness, Cleveland High School, they won back-to-back state championships. Can we say three-peat? Yeah, we can. Southeast Tennessee Football Headquarters. We are the headquarters supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Tomorrow night, Farragut will be at Bradley Central High School at 7 o'clock at Bear Stadium. We'll have it ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Walker Valley travels down to Chattanooga Howard tomorrow night. That kickoff has changed now, they tell me. Back to 7:30 tomorrow night. That'll be on WCLE 99.1 FM. Cleveland High School will travel to Charlotte, North Carolina. I understand Chandler Tigard looking for Jim and Tammy. They're not there anymore. but they will be playing at Charlotte. Ruthie, I'm kidding. Ruthie's like, I'm serious. Cleveland at Charlotte Christian tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. They're leaving today. That'll be on Mix 104.1 tomorrow night, all supplied by Wholesale. All right. Don't forget Wholesale Supply Group collecting water. They are collecting water at Wholesale Supply, all of their locations. They've got stores in western North Carolina and upper northeast Tennessee. And so they are collecting water. Take your bottled water. We took some yesterday, and they'll make it easy on you. Ruthie Forgey's here with the Salvation Army. Ruthie, good morning.
Good morning, Steve. How are you? You know, you're talking to an audience that some people may not remember Jim and Tammy.
You know, I know that. And the
It's
PTL
hurtful,
Club,
isn't it?
Jim and Tammy?
It's hurtful, isn't it? That you go, wow, there's whole bunches of people.
Whole generation. Well, you know what? But I'll say it in parlance that my children would know. Google it.
Google it.
Google it.
That's right. Dr. Google and all the things.
Amen. Ruthie, the Salvation Army, as always, as expected, right in the middle of what's happening here.
Yeah, we knew coming in that Helene could be mean and wicked, and she has been, and we've got, I think right now, we have 65 canteen units all across the southeast region, all the way from Florida, all the way into Johnson City and up in the Asheville area. So, looking to see where we can meet the need and immediate need and offer that emotional, spiritual care, because people have lost everything, from businesses to homes to human life. And so we just are trying to support as we are needed.
Ruthie Forgey joins us, a longtime friend, the Salvation Army here in Cleveland. All right, so tomorrow morning, we're partnering with the Salvation Army. Ruthie, tell us what's happening. This is a wonderful, wonderful, specific drive tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it is very specific. A Koi Adventure Rafting Company reached out to us. They've been going up since this weekend into the areas up in the Tennessee, North Carolina line. We sent meals up with them on Sunday. Got a call from them on Tuesday and said there is a urgent need for baby products, diapers, wipes, and formula specifically. And so we are going to do that tomorrow at Peerless Road Church. We'll be there from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. with you guys.
With Bridget, yeah.
Yeah, with Bridget. And so it's drive-through, drop-off. You know, you can come to Peerless, you pull into their parking lot, go left, and we're going to be right there under the drive-through, so you can just drive up and drop it off, and then we will get it to the areas that need it.
We're joined by Ruthie Forgey, Salvation Army Cleveland. So here's your one-day notice, okay? You got a day. So get out there, please, I say that, please, and purchase diapers, baby wipes, and formula. You've just heard Ruthie. We have partnered with Ruthie Forgey for so many years when things happen, Salvation Army. And so you'll be at Peerless Road Church. Man, too bad they can't get a real pastor over there. Have you heard Darren Schalk? I mean, Christie's all right, but Darren, my Lord. What? I mean, how many people said no is my question. And now he's going to put me in a headlock, but it's fine. Right. No kidding. So you'll be at Peerless Road Church tomorrow morning. Is that right?
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll have people there just ready to receive, so it'll be a quick drop. Please bring new items. I can't use any formula that's been opened and wipes that are open. Please, if you can send new items, that will be great. The need is great. But there's a whole bunch of people of us here in Bradley County, and if you brought one thing,
yes,
we're going to be able to take a lot of product up there and meet that immediate need. I was talking to Richie Hughes out, and he goes, man, can you imagine?
Did Richie show up?
He's out there.
I was counting on him not coming.
Yeah, it looked scruffy, but, he made it.
Oh,
so,
no.
yeah,
you just ruined my day.
So, we were like, what? When your baby is out of formula, I mean, that gets scary. Yeah. And then he's like, how do you heat it? And how do we, you don't think about these things until you have to think about these things. So we just want to relieve those worries that need. And so I know Bradley County will come behind us and help.
All right, so listen up, folks. Salvation Army, Ruthie Forgey and her team will be at Peerless Road Church tomorrow morning, 7 to 9. Hey, some of you people like going through Cleveland High School line tomorrow morning. But right over there, but go out today. Get your diapers, get your baby wipes, get your formula, this urgent need, especially in Western North Carolina, and they're going to get it right to the front lines. That's what we love. These partnerships that we've had for so many years, including anytime anything happens, we call Ruthie and the Salvation Army. Bridget, you're going to be there live tomorrow. I guess they couldn't get a good pastor. We couldn't get a good announcer tomorrow. Is that right?
Well, I asked to be removed from the studio tomorrow, just to give me.
Oh, wait a second. So you're out tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm out next week.
Yes.
I see how this is working out.
Oh, yeah.
So tomorrow morning, though.
Yes, that's right. 7 till 9 tomorrow at Peerless Road Church. Come out and see us with the Salvation Army.
Ruthie, thanks so much.
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.
This is Josh with Wholesale Supply. Hurricane Helene has left.
The Smart Factory Institute presents the 10th Annual Peak Performance Symposium on October 25th at the Smart Factory in the Pie Center in Cleveland. Join industry peers as they share manufacturing best practices for maintaining a competitive advantage in the areas of technology and talent. This year's symposium is sponsored by Mueller, Blueprint Intelligence, Logos Automation, Renishaw, Phoenix Contact, and Focused Apps. Attendees will also be entered to win 4th-row tickets at the 45-yard line to the November 23rd UT game against UTEP at Neyland Stadium. Register at peakperformanceinc.com.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Almighty. Get me out of here early. I'm out.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Maybe it began with a little girl following a kaleidoscope of butterflies to a place beyond her dreams. But then it became a real kaleidoscope that you can walk and fly through, where we don't just welcome you, we celebrate you. As the colors swirl and spin, there's definitely beauty in this place, but it's also in those around you, and the memories will live in our hearts forever.
Dollywood, love every moment.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest, and I'm from Walker Valley High School. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Are you a business owner and looking to help your employees out with health care? Direct Primary Care Associates has helped Pastor Ed Lipsey and the staff at South Cleveland Church of God and their families.
One of my deacons, Tim Sams, brought the information to me about direct primary health care and shared with me what they did, and we reached out to them, and I thought it would be a good supplement for all of our staff members. And so my family and then all the staff members at South Cleveland are all on a plan here, and I think everyone has absolutely enjoyed it thoroughly, and it's definitely unique. It's like no other doctor's office that I've ever had in my life. It's nice to be able to make a phone call just to ask a question and not feel like that you're burdening your physician. They do a tremendous job of making themselves available to you, and I think that's a forgotten thing in most practices today. People have become just so busy, so distracted, and so professional that availability doesn't seem to be as important as it was 40, 50 years ago. It's been one of the greatest relationships of my ministry.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831. Are you a busy man? Listen, are you your time?
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
Richie showed up. Hey, do you remember we're on TV now? I mean, I guess you forgot. You think it's just radio?
What are you saying?
Well, I mean,
what are you implying?
I don't know.
I mean Ruthie Forgy just said I look scruffy.
I mean, I was expecting a beard when I saw it.
I mean, I'm cleanly shaven. Yeah. I obviously I've got to go work out because God said take care of the temple. So I've got to go work out.
Come on now.
Don't let me start preaching. I'll get a little.
I don't know. Bridget, let's check our Simmons Bank celebration list before he gets going and takes another offering. All right, over to you.
Happy birthday to Wayne Reynolds, who is 61 today. Robert and Kelly Varnell, they're celebrating their 15th wedding anniversary.
That's a miracle, Robert. Rob Barnell, as I know him, that he hung on to Kelly for 15 years. God love him.
Leland Ross is 12 years old today. That is from his family.
Leland, I'm sorry about your Braves, buddy. Braves out after last night.
That's tough. Wendy Seaborn celebrated yesterday, a library assistant at Michigan Avenue. And then Misty Haggard is having a birthday today as well. Calling your birthdays
Misty
and wedding
who?
anniversaries. Misty Haggard.
Any relation to Merle? That's what Richie wanted to know, Merle Haggard. I mentioned Jim and Tammy earlier. Ruthie told me they don't remember Jim and Tammy.
Tammy Faye.
It's
Tammy Faye to you.
She went on. And then, but now I wonder if they know who Merle Haggard is. Everybody knows who Merle Haggard is, the Okie from Muskogee.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, no, Bridget, that's no clue. I can tell you.
I do.
Them lion eyes. I guarantee you right now. All right, Bridget.
Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they are with you every step of the way. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
My buddy Richie Hughes here. Richie, I want to give some good news before we get to your dark report. No kidding. So Tony Clanton at Operation Compassion sent this to me. So Tuesday we had the big relief broadcast at Life Care. Listen to what you folks did. Listen to this. 18 pallets of water in 3 hours with 1 day's notice. 16 pallets of food, cleaning supplies, diapers, tarps, and other supplies. Tony said it will be, quote, it will be enough to supply hundreds of people with life-sustaining goods. The supplies are already being used by people in need. More trucks are heading out tomorrow, that being today. He sent this to me last night. Friday and this weekend. The event Tuesday will change the lives of many. Thank you to all who are so generous. And, oh, by the way, then he sent me another text. By the way, these people donated over $25,000 on Tuesday. Bridget?
I mean, just amazing. It's so wonderful. The hundreds of people that are going to be helped through all of this. It's amazing.
Richie, what do you make of that?
It's a testimony to our community. I mean, and the reach that the station has, to give you a little credit, it actually give Bridget more credit.
Yeah,
than
Bridget
you.
deserves it.
No, Operation Compassion is an unbelievable organization and has been for decades, and have served not only this community but all over the country. And for you to put it out there and in one day get $25,000 and 18 pallets of water and all the other dry goods that have been sent, it's a testimony to this community. This community is special. This is a special place.
Best place to live. Hey, by the way, Tony also told me, so as I said, this is the beginning of the beginning, really. I'm not the one who said that. They had people coming all day donating yesterday. So Tony Clanton, Operation Compassion, wanted me to tell you that you can donate, take your donations at they have a new warehouse, 4435 Michigan Avenue. It's a 45,000 square foot warehouse. You can go by today. Go to operationcompassion.org. 4435 Michigan Avenue. Richie, I got something to talk to you about. I'm in a store yesterday, and I'm not going to name this woman who told me this. She comes up to me. She says, "Hey, Steve." She said, "Your name is Steve, right?" Yeah. No, actually, it's right. She said, "I was at RTTN 2 Sundays ago, and your friend, Richie Hughes, was the speaker." I said, "My God in heaven, how many people said no? Lord have mercy." She said, "And you know what, Steve? He called your name during the sermon." And here's what she told me. I'm going to give you a chance to respond to this
okay.
publicly here, or the 2 or 3 listening now. Anyway, she said to me, Bridget, Richie Hughes said, "Oh, we had a bunch of doubters. We had people say when RTTN came to Cleveland, there were too many churches, including," this is a sermon, including Steve Hartline. Richie Hughes, why would you paint me as an unbeliever and someone lacking faith and put it in your sermon like this to these poor people over there having to listen to you? And I guess they're all asleep at that point. Is that right?
Well, first of all, when Kevin Wallace doesn't show up, about half the crowd walks out. So when they saw me with the headset on, it was kind of over. But
over.
For the 14 that stayed, no, I think one.
Yeah. How about it? Come on, Richie.
Thanks for the smoltzy slider you just threw me.
You
I
got
thought
that
I was
right.
coming
You
in here to
deserve
talk
it.
about nice things today. But
you deserve it.
No, if I remember correctly,
throwing me under the bus.
The context was, if I can correct you.
No, not me. The public's crying out.
No. I think you're taking something totally out of context.
Okay. Here we go.
What I said was, when we opened the church, people said, "Yeah, Cleveland needs another church like we need another Mexican restaurant. They're on every corner."
Yes.
And we said, 60% of the community still doesn't go to church anywhere.
That's right.
So we're here for those that don't. We don't want other people's people. My good friend Jordan Easley and Jeff Lovingood are outside. We all partner together. Darren Schalk, who you did not brag on earlier at Peerless Road, a great pastor.
Yeah, well, he's still waiting on his license. But
He's
it's okay.
a great pastor.
Whatever.
So what I said was, people questioned. I didn't say doubters. I said people questioned why, and I was trying to tell our church what our purpose is.
Yeah, the 14.
And I said including Steve Hartline. I probably did drop your name
in the sermon.
In the sermon, because I was drawing a parallel between devils and demons. And somehow and the Lord helped me.
Yes.
I said, I know most of you people aren't familiar with devils and demons, but Steve Hartline, just picture Steve Hartline with the little things on his head.
The only way his name is ever dropped in a sermon is when the topic is sin.
Well, and then I circled back at the end, if I can be Jen Psaki here. I circled back.
Oh, here we go.
At the end and said, let's pray for those who are lost, like Steve Hartline. That's probably maybe a stretch.
That made me laugh a lot. That was very funny. Richie Hughes joins us, RTTN. No, Ken, so tell us about RTTN. I'm hearing some wonderful things. You guys are really, it seems like, reaching a lot of people.
We're trying hard. All you can do is try your best, and we got a great staff. We've got a lot of great people, and I think I told you this before, but we did a demographic study, and we had over 500 families coming to Chattanooga as regular attenders and members. So We dropped a church in Athens 2 years ago. I was just telling Pastor Jordan and Pastor Jeff outside, we've added a campus every year the last 4 years, and then we have 3 overseas in Uruguay, Bulgaria, and Guatemala. But we opened in Athens and still found that there was a need in Cleveland for the people, that we didn't want to have driver's fatigue. It's a 35, 45-minute drive. So all those people, not all those people, some still drive to Chattanooga, but a lot of them chose to come to Cleveland. Some have chosen to go to Athens that live on the north end of the county. And then we've opened Tullahoma.
Oh, is that right?
In January, we opened Tullahoma. So we went west of Chattanooga in that direction. But, I mean, God's done some great things, and we give him all the glory. We're not that smart. We don't know what we're doing. God blesses in spite of, not because of. And we've got some great families and people that have really bought in, and they want to serve the community. And we've done a lot of community events and tried to get involved. I told Ruthie, we'll do something tomorrow with Salvation Army. We'll partner with Operation Compassion.
Absolutely.
We'll partner with Buy a Tree, Change a Life. We do what we can in the community, and we partner with you guys. I mean, we love to be involved with the things that you're doing, the duck race and the Christmas parade, and coming up, Empty Stocking Fund. Yeah, sure. We've already had our meeting and planned on being a part of that. So Cleveland's a great community to be involved in. We're just glad to be here.
Richie Hughes here. Richie, while you're here, I do want to mention what a lot of people will do later today, and that is mark the life of Larry Carpenter, your friend and mine, and you were very close to Larry, also in a chaplain capacity for years with Lee University Athletics. Talk about our friend Larry Carpenter, who, by the way, visitation 5 to 8 today at the Lee University Chapel.
Larry Carpenter is one of the more impactful men in my life. And my dad recruited Larry to play at Lee. 165 pounds, 6'5", long hair, headband, Bill Walton-looking character. Just an incredible athlete. And then, of course, he went on to work at Olin for a few years and then came back to Lee as the assistant basketball coach when I was a player. And, Larry, the college basketball experience is an up and down roller coaster. You win a game, you lose a game, you play well, you don't play well. Larry was always an encourager to me. He always, when you had a bad game or when things weren't going good, he was always there saying, I believe in you. Things are going to get better. And of course, we had a lot of celebrations, a lot more celebrations than we did encouragement times, but he was always there. Never lost contact with him. Went to Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta 22 years. And I'd always come back, and I'd always come to the games, and I always look up Larry Carpenter. And when we moved back into the community, you're right, he asked me to do an athlete-only chapel service for a couple years when I first moved back, because some of the athletes are internationals. Some of them don't come from church backgrounds. And we were able to do stuff in a illustrative form that used the Bible in an athletic context to reach those students. And his passion was the development of the whole person. Not just as a player, not just winning games, but the development of the whole person, grooming young men and women to be good fathers, to be good mothers, to be good husbands and wives. Cherry, his wife, is dear to us. I'm so proud of what Zach's doing at Bradley, and Ashley and Brittany. Sandy, his sister, taught me how to shoot a basketball when I was just a kid. She was a cheerleader at Lee when Dad was coaching. Sandy Humble, Nick Humble. Just a precious family. And we've prayed and prayed and prayed and talked with Larry on more occasions than I care to discuss. But it's a true loss, but I'm happy for Larry because we know where Larry is, and we know that right now he sees Jesus face to face.
Amen. Richie Hughes, RTTN right here in Cleveland. So glad to have you guys here. How can people get more information about RTTN?
RTTN.church. And then you pick the location of the campus. There are 7 campuses, so you just pick the Cleveland campus, or if you're on the north end, the Athens campus is great. If you're on the south end, Chattanooga. But, yeah, we're glad to be here. Always honored to come in and speak to you guys. Appreciate what you do in the community.
Thank you, buddy.
Your
buddy Lovingood made a big announcement yesterday, and he's coming in to explain himself. So if you think you had it hard, you haven't seen anything yet. So Lovingood, Jordan, and they're going to come in here from First Baptist. So
I'm so proud of what First Baptist is doing, and great leadership. Jordan Easley is a phenomenal communicator, just a great guy. Yeah. And I'll just say this, Jeff Lovingood and I grew up together. His dad was my eight-year-old baseball coach, 8 years old at Fulbright Park. Jeff Lovingood's one of the, if you got those five, psychologists tell us if you got those five friends that fit on one hand, Jeff Lovingood is in my five.
Wow.
He's a powerful man of God. He's a true friend and a true brother, and I'm excited for whatever God's got next for him.
Jeff Lovingood announced yesterday that he is leaving First Baptist Cleveland. Has been back about 10 years, and we're going to talk to him about that coming up next. Our buddy Richie Hughes. Richie, have a great day, buddy.
Thank you, Steve.
Whatever.
Thank you, Bridget.
Hey, leave me out of your sermons, okay? I know. It's cute, but
can we all, everybody online and everybody listening right
go.
now, just stretch your hand toward your radio. Lord, in this moment, we pray for the lost.
Yes.
Leading the pack of the lost would be Steve Hartline.
Come on now. Come on.
How hard can I stretch my hand back toward that?
Bridget, can you lead us in a song, Just As I Am? Can you sing Just As I Am, please, Bridget?
Oh, hey! Oh, there he is. Oh, Lovingood. Hey, we'll be right back in a moment.
This news update is brought to you.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane. Road. So be aware of that as you drive. As of a few minutes ago, we understand one lane is closed there. So that's Highway 64 right there at Menace Road. As always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line.
Today's best mix and best variety, we are Mix 1041 inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Here at Mermaid Mattress, we're revolutionizing the way you shop. We offer actual stores you can visit to try your new mattress before you buy it. Mermaid Mattress, we're just around the corner.
All right, we are in a dense fog advisory for our listening area till 10 o'clock this morning. Otherwise, partly cloudy today, a high of 84 and a low of 64. Partly cloudy tomorrow, a few clouds, a high of 82 and a low of 62. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 85. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 59 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar this morning, things are looking great out there. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Mix 1041, good morning. Hey, it's 8:05. We're going to do a quick local news check here, Logan Thompson Law News Desk, and then we're going to talk with Pastor Jordan Easley and Jeff Lovingood of First Baptist Cleveland. Let me tell you, Bridget, I'll bring you back in here for just a second. We did receive word from I wanted to thank the people from our relief broadcast on Tuesday. You know, we came on the air Monday morning and told the people what we were doing Tuesday for Hurricane Helene relief. Tony Clanton with Operation Compassion let us know last night, Bridget, that the people of Cleveland and Bradley County donated on Tuesday with less than a day's notice at our broadcast at Life Care 18 pallets of water, 16 pallets of food, cleaning supplies, diapers, tarps, and other supplies. Tony says that those supplies are already being used by people in need, and more trucks are heading out today, tomorrow, and the weekend. And Tony said the event, quote, the event Tuesday certainly will change the lives of many. Thank you to all who are generous. And then he came back and said, oh, by the way, over $25,000 was donated on Tuesday. That's in about 3 hours and with less than 1 day's notice, Bridget.
Yeah. And hundreds of people are being helped at this very moment because of the generosity of our community. It's just amazing.
And then there's Jeff Lovingood. We're joined by...
Bridget, she's so nice. I can't believe
well, you want her to sit here? You want me to leave now?
No.
No,
Yes,
you probably, trust me. Well, we're joined by, let me begin with the pastor. Pastor Jordan Easley, First Baptist. Good morning, Pastor.
Morning, man. It's great to be back in the studio.
Yeah, and so you put out a video, the church did, last evening, and go ahead and walk us through this a little bit here.
Well, it was a big announcement yesterday. It started with our staff and then went into our deacons, and we ended up sending a video to our church family because we wanted them to be aware of what's going on, the latest, greatest information, which to me isn't that great of information. We're going to share that with your audience today, but I understand what we're announcing today. I don't necessarily love what we're announcing today, but we are excited for our buddy Jeff Lovingood. After 9.5 years of serving the Lord at First Baptist Cleveland, he came to us recently and said, I feel like the Lord's stirring something new in me. And so I was hoping that was just bad pizza or something.
I thought it was indigestion. That's what I was going with.
I don't need to have any more indigestion.
Yes.
But we wanted to come here this morning just to give him a chance to speak not only to our church family, but to our community.
Jeff Lovingood, the floor is yours.
Well, you know, it's a great time at First Baptist Church. What a season we're having. A lot of life change, and the Lord is way blessing our church. And I've kind of obviously I grew up here in Cleveland. Love this town. This is my hometown. It's my home church. In fact, I think our family is the longest tenured family at First Baptist Church in Cleveland here. And so I was here as a youth minister at age 19 at First Baptist Cleveland. Then I came back in my early 30s as the student pastor when Alan Lockerman came here the first time. And so when David Landreth passed away at Long Hollow, one of my best friend, and Alan called me and said, hey, I want you to come and help transition this church. And I said, there's no way. There's nobody who wants to come to a local Baptist church and transition. It's not like a favorite job of anybody because you're not going to make everybody happy. But this is what God wanted me to do. And my new assignment was to come here 9.5 years ago. And about 16 months ago, I was approached by a guy in Birmingham, Alabama, Scott Dawson, who ran for governor, and really good friends with Rick and Bubba. And he has an institute that he's starting in Birmingham of training, equipping pastors, ministers on how to do the work in the church, not necessarily just theologically, but practically when they sit behind the seat. What do you do? And so he approached me and said, why don't you come and work with us and kind of head this up and work with our team across the country. They have ministries all over the United States and really impactful in the student area. And so I said, maybe when I retire, but it's probably not the time right now. And so time went on. About a month ago, he called me and said, why don't you and Rachel come back down? And we looked at the whole thing and prayed through it. And this is what God wants me to do. And it doesn't, logically, you're thinking, this is my hometown, great church, love this place. Cleveland in Bradley County, I love what God's doing in our community and how we rally around things at Christmas, at disaster relief, because it's a great place to live and raise a family. But this is what God wants me to do. This is my next assignment for right now, is to go and equip and train ministers and pastors in churches.
Jeff Lemongood announcing he is leaving First Baptist. In the video that the church put out last evening with you and the pastor, you said really you're running to something,
Yes,
I guess
sir.
is the terminology you used.
Right.
I fell asleep 2 minutes into the video. So
Well,
anyway,
that's typical.
I don't know if I've ever been more surprised. And I got that reaction. My phone just, I told you, just blew up. And people asking me if I knew it because they saw you, me, and Johnny Mull sitting there, picking football. And I don't think a lot of people knew this. And I do think, though, it shows the love that people have for you. And really, there's true surprise.
Well, I'm surprised, really, because I didn't see this coming. I saw myself, coming back to Cleveland, working at First Baptist, retiring, those type of things. But, when you try to live with your yes on the table, God, whatever you want to do with me, whenever you want to do with me, if you're called to serve the Lord, and that's the calling on my life. When Jim Gibson talked to me about what God was doing in my life when I was 18, and you live with your yes on the table, and you have a son that's planted a church in Denver, and have a son-in-law that's got a church in Tallahassee, and you try to tell your kids to follow the Lord's will for your life, then if I'm not doing it, what kind of an example am I to my children and to my grandchildren? So I'm not running from anything because I love this town. I love my church. I love my pastor, the staff. Wow. Why would somebody want to run from this? No, I'm running to the calling of the Lord in my life. And so with that, that's what you got to do.
Jeff, there's one other part of all of this. You're on the Bradley County Board of Education.
I am.
Everybody knows that. And so there will obviously be a more of a news interview in some ways here. There'll also be a period of time and where I guess you'll obviously resign from the board.
Yes, sir. Oh, I talked to Dr. Cash, who is unbelievable. Vicki, the chairman of the school board, talked to me last night, both of them. And we talked about the process because I said, hey, I want to do it right. And just kind of guide me. It's like our pastor here. He's like, I want you to coach me on how to do this right, because if God's calling me, I don't want to leave what's he doing, because I'm not running from anything. I want to leave the right way, because I love this town. I love the church. And Dr. Cash and Vicki Beatty, unbelievable. They kind of guided me through the process, and I probably resigned publicly at the school board meeting in November. And so, but what a great school system. Yeah. And Dr. Cash has done a tremendous job. We have a great board there that works together, very unified, and it shows, because what a great place to raise a family, raise a kids.
Pastor Easley.
Yes, sir.
Just look more from you here.
Well, I would just say I was just as surprised as anybody, and I think God's given us great vision for the church, and just me personally. Every time I think about things in the future at First Cleveland, Love and Good was always going to be a part of that, and so I think once you're a member of a family, though, you're a part of a family no matter where you go. My daughter right now is at Liberty University in Lynchburg. She's no less a part of my family just because she's in a different city. And I think Jeff's the same way. Jeff and Rachel have been a part of this family called First Cleveland, been a part of this community for a long time. And I think they'll always be one of us. But we see this as a sending and not a departure. And so, man, I'm excited for him. As much as I look back at the 9.5 years that he's been here this time and how God's used him and the fact that we're going to miss him, I'm also excited because I know where he's going. Scott Dawson has been a friend for a long time. I mean, I'm not going to be real friendly to him for a while, but he's been a friend for a long time. He's got an incredible organization. And really to back it up, I've been here, I'm in my 7th year right now. And in our time together, Jeff had a massive heart attack. He had open heart surgery. He buried his mom 6 months later. And I saw in that season how the Lord kind of softened his heart and kind of reminded him that we've only got a vapor, we've only got a moment. And so I understand how he looked at this, and this is the way he presented it to me. He just said, man, I only have a handful of years left. How is God going to get the most out of me? He said, I can stay here and be in a healthy church and pour into our staff, and that'd be great. That would make a difference. But God's opening a door for me to go to Birmingham for this season and train hundreds, if not thousands, of young men and women who are called to ministry that just want to know how to do this, how to lead in churches. And they will one day lead hundreds or thousands of churches around the world. And so knowing him, knowing his heart, knowing he wants to make the greatest impact for the kingdom, I understand the decision. And if anytime somebody comes to you and says, God told me to do something, the last thing you want to say is, no, stay here.
Yeah, exactly.
I would rather him be away from us in God's will than with us out of God's will. Right. And so we're excited for the Loving Goods. We're cheering them on. October the 20th is going to be a big day at our church. We're going to celebrate them. We're going to honor them. And so there's also going to be a church-wide reception from 9:30 to 11:30 in our Commons area. And so, yeah, if you would like to say hi to them or express your gratitude for their service, October 20th is going to be a big day.
But, we're joined by Jeff Lovingood, who has announced he is leaving First Baptist Cleveland, head to Birmingham, Alabama. It's interesting you're wearing your Vol shirt while you're going to Alabama.
Absolutely.
Well, that's about right.
Absolutely.
And next thing, we'll check in with you in a few months, and you'll be wearing a Crimson Tide
No,
shirt.
sir.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Not gonna happen.
God knows you're winning Rome.
Right.
Well, anyway, and ask the Alabama people to know where Rome is. No,
That's
they
right.
don't. Anyway, no, there's been seasons over the years. First Baptist, such a long, long history. And there are seasons of pastors, there are seasons of ministers, there are seasons of, all down the line. And Pastor Easley's first sermon, he went down the history of First Baptist. And it's been a long time,
Well, it has been, grew up here, raised here.
Not just for you, I'm talking about for the church in general.
Grew up here, raised here, and saw a lot of those seasons.
Yeah.
Saw Marvin Gibson, Gene Mims, Alan Lockerman the first time, all the way through to Alan Lockerman, and then Jordan, and then just a rich history of kingdom impact from that church for years.
Well, I'll say it as my friend. I'm going to miss you being here. I know you'll still call me at the most inopportune times possible, and I'll still get those calls.
Absolutely.
And we'll figure out, Stephen Beasley, we'll try to figure out a way with Beasley to pick those games virtually.
Bless his heart.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm for Alabama now. I don't know. How's Auburn? They're good. Of course, he's friends with a bunch of coaches in the SEC. Jeff, we're going to miss you, buddy, but I know you're not too far away.
No, sir. I'll be back. It's not far, and this is my home.
I agree with you. Pastor Easley, anything you want to add here before we go, bud?
Man, no, just thank you for your friendship. And like I just said, it's a great season at our church. We're excited. We woke up yesterday morning, and the Lord was on the throne. And even after some bad news, what we call bad news, he's still on the throne. The mission remains the same. And we're as excited about the future as we are about what God's doing right now. So we're cheering them on. We're fired up about it. But we are all interims, right? We're never going to be here forever.
That's right.
And so just make the most of your season and trust the Lord with the results.
We're counting on that interim title for Bridget. So, but it's been 18 years, so we can't get rid of her.
Come on.
All right.
It's a long interim.
That's a long interim. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break right here. We're back in a moment.
Do you need toilet paper? Sun Paper in Cleveland has a great...
Ready? If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool, and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
Time to pay the dad tax.
Dad, go get your own.
Dad tax is a sacred institution.
Not here, it isn't.
It is too. Right now, we'll pay your sales tax on any Mermaid brand mattress.
And we'll give you free local delivery on qualifying products.
Only at Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's favorite mattress store.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag. Just $5.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $5.99. Hardee's. Goodness in the making.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck, it's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Or allsafetn.com.
Tennessee Valley weather.
You always save when you buy direct from the factory. Now save even more when we'll pay your sales tax on any Mermaid brand mattresses, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, partly cloudy skies, a high of 84 and a low of 64 this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy early in the day, partly cloudy by afternoon, a high of 82 and a low of 62. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy again with a high of 85. Your current Milligan vane temperature is 60 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
The best mix, the best variety. Mix 1041.
All right, let's go outside with meteorologist Clay Smith. Clay, you got something pretty in the background there. I'm not sure. Go ahead, fill me in. What do we got?
Yeah, Paul, this is a little bit of fog we had yesterday. You can see this is taken from Ringgold. Larry Bowers took this one, if I can get it out this morning. We had the fog, of course, moving through portions of the valley yesterday. That's going to be the case again this morning. So if you're heading out, just be mindful of that. We do have reduced visibility in areas. Plus, we have dense fog advisories in effect for all of the counties shaded in gray, which includes all of our Tennessee communities here in our Local 3 coverage area and Cherokee and Clay counties back in southwestern North Carolina. So that visibility could drop below a quarter of a mile at times. So again, give yourself a little extra time, use those low beams, and arrive safely on this Thursday morning commute. Now, as of now, the fog really not that big big of a deal in places like Athens, Chattanooga, Cleveland. Visibility still good, but along the Cumberland Plateau into Bledsoe, Sequatchie, Grundy, Marion counties and down into that northwest tip of Georgia, starting to see a little bit of that fog thicken up. So we could have areas of dense fog throughout the morning. This is downtown Dalton. You can see right there, not a whole lot going on this morning. And it is clear across the entire southeast, which of course is fantastic news for those out into our eastern communities, parts of the Carolinas, northeast Tennessee. We're still cleaning up from Helene. It's been nearly a week now since landfall in the Big Bend of Florida, and there's a whole lot of people still without power. So fortunately, the weather is going to cooperate over the next couple of weeks potentially, as we're looking at dry weather for an extended period of time. As for today, we're waking up to temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Very comfortable morning here as we continue into the third day of October. It'll be warm by this afternoon though. 86 in Chattanooga and 80 in Blue Ridge, 83 in Athens. Yesterday we officially hit 85 here in Chattanooga, so maybe a degree or two warmer. Dew points are still going to be in the 60s, so that humidity kind of going to stick around at least through about Sunday, and then you're really going to notice a difference in the air as we get into your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's all because we're going to be tracking out a cold front. So that'll bring temperatures down into the 70s heading into the middle of next week. It is going to be an absolutely comfortable fall-like weekend as we get into next week. So that's something to look forward to. But for this weekend, it's still going to be warm. So if you like the warmth, well, we're not going to have too many more days at closing in on 90 degrees. So get out there and enjoy those 86-degree readings this weekend. Here
We're on mixtv.tv as well. We're joined by another guest here in our studio. We're joined by Lydia Martin with Best Buy Metals. She's the Western Regional Manager. Lydia, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, Bridget.
So glad to have you in here this morning. So the main reason you're here is to talk about relief efforts. And I know Best Buy Metals, you guys have been right there in the thick of things. So talk about where you guys are now helping out, and then what people can do.
Yeah. So Monday we got a team together. Isaac is very wanting to give back to that community, but also we have a location there, so it hits a little bit home with us. So we knew that we wanted to get over there and help those communities, help our team members. So we've made 3 trips so far with goods, non-perishable goods, baby supplies, diapers, everything that someone could think of that they might need. We're trying to load up. People are bringing donations. People are offering monetary donations. So we're just really trying to give back and help the community in need. Bottled water has been a big thing because all the plumbing is out in some of those areas. So those are our big needs right now. Is just continue to keep those donations coming through so we can keep serving that community.
We have had so many great local businesses, gather items and just do what they can to help. And Best Buy Metals is no different. You mentioned your owner, Isaac Libby, has been involved in ministry for years and years. So this is just part of what Best Buy Metals does.
Absolutely. Isaac is very a God-fearing man, and to work for a company that just, is giving back, and that's his goal is to give back to the community, and his drive to keep serving those people is truly amazing. But it doesn't go for just Cleveland. He lives in Cleveland, but he has locations all over the southeast, and his community is everyone. He wants to be able to serve everyone. So definitely he does the Lord's work, and we've been blessed to be able to be a part and give back to the community over there and our communities as well.
Yeah. We're talking with Lydia Martin with Best Buy Metals here in Cleveland, and so Isaac Libby is there in the thick of things. He's working, but you guys are going to continue helping. So remind us how our local community can help out.
Yeah, so we're taking donations at our Cleveland location. We're trying to make as many trips as possible over there. So taking donations, water is, again, one of the biggest needs that they need, but also non-perishable goods, baby supplies, and you can just drop those off, or if you can't, make a donation, a physical donation, we're taking monetary donations as well. So we've got on social media, we post how you can make those monetary donations, but we're just continuing to try and serve that community. So any help that we can get, we would greatly appreciate it, and we're just going to continue praying to serve those people over there and just keep building that community up. But I appreciate all the donations that we've already received, but we'll just keep trying to serve those communities.
Well, Lydia, we appreciate you coming in to kind of update us. People just want to help, And so this is a great way to do that. Best Buy Metals here in Cleveland. You can drop off those donations there. Lydia, anything else you want to add here before we go?
I think that covers it. I appreciate you having me on, and look forward to just keep serving those communities over there. So thanks for having me, Bridget.
All right, Lydia Martin with Best Buy Metals. Great to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, we'll be back with more here in just a minute. This news update is brought to you by Wright Pediatric Dentistry, now open in Cleveland on Paul Huff Parkway behind McAllister's, accepting new patients. Call Wright Pediatric Dentistry at 423-910-3055. All right, good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. We did have that one earlier on Highway 64 at Menace Road. Looks like traffic is looking better in that area, so that is good news. And taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is looking great as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Red-A-Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by Drain Right Guttering. Call them at 423-472-7018. Online at drainrightguttering.com. The go-to gutter guys.
Wondering if the town...
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga, with an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products. Make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
Ready? If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hi, my name is Addison and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 60 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of this aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
All right, Mix 104.1 WCLE, also MixTV.tv as well from the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. It's time for sports in the 8:30 half hour. It is brought to you by Solutions Finance. And an MLB action in the wild card game. It was the Padres over the Braves 5-4 last night. So the Braves season is over. The Padres advanced to the NLDS game series against the Dodgers. And then it was the Brewers over the Mets 5-3. They are tied at 1-1 in the series. So the Mets at the Brewers tonight at 7 o'clock on ESPN. The winner faces the Phillies. The Royals won their series over the Orioles, winning 2-1 to advance to the ALDS against the Yankees. The Tigers advanced, beating the Astros 5-2, and will face the Guardians. And then in NFL Thursday night action tonight, it's the Buccaneers at the Falcons. 8:15, that broadcast on our sister station ESPN Cleveland 101.3. In high school volleyball, Cleveland won their 9th straight district championship, defeating Walker Valley in straight sets last night. So congratulations to the Cleveland High School volleyball team. And then, of course, we are your Southeast Tennessee football headquarters, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Coming up tomorrow night, it's Farragut at Bradley at 7 o'clock. That coverage on our sister station, ESPN Cleveland 101.3. It's Walker Valley at Howard tomorrow night. Kickoff at 7:30. That coverage on our sister station, 99.1. And then Cleveland will be traveling to Charlotte Christian. That kickoff at 7 o'clock. And coverage right here on Mix 104.1. Again, high school sports supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll come back with more here in just a minute. Keep it here, Mix 104.1 WCLE. The Smart Factory Institute presents the 10th annual Peak Performance Symposium on October 25th at the Smart Factory in the Pie Center in Cleveland. Join industry peers as they share manufacturing best practices for maintaining a competitive advantage in the areas of technology and talent. This year's symposium is sponsored by Mueller, Blueprint Intelligence, Logos Automation, Renishaw, Phoenix Contact, and Focused Apps. Attendees will also be entered to win fourth-row tickets at the 45-yard line to the November 23rd UT game against UTEP at Neyland Stadium. Register at peakperformanceinc.com.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Yeah, they're gonna need to call Logan Thompson.
Give me Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson.
I'm gonna need Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson.
Don't worry, dear. We have a Logan Thompson. I gotta call Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson!
If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
The Mix 1041 Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute and Vein Clinic to remind you that if you are experiencing leg pain, do not hesitate to act quickly. It could save your limbs. Today, let's talk about peripheral artery disease, or PAD. PAD affects over 21 million Americans, often causing leg pain and difficulty walking, but many people are unaware they have it. PAD occurs when plaque builds up on the inside walls of the arteries that carry blood from the heart to the legs and feet. The arteries harden and narrow, a process called atherosclerosis. PAD may also involve hardened and narrowed arteries to the heart and brain, causing an increased risk of heart attack or stroke. You're at a greater risk if you're a smoker, have diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or family history. Early detection and treatment are crucial. VIC is the only vascular practice that welcomes self-referrals and offers timely appointments. They are accepting new patients. They offer 5 convenient locations. Vascular Institute of Chattanooga.com.
Maybe it began with a little girl following a kaleidoscope of butterflies to a place beyond her dreams. But then it became a real kaleidoscope that you can walk and fly through, where we don't just welcome you, we celebrate you. As the colors swirl and spin, there's definitely beauty in this place. But it's also in those around you, and the memories will live in our hearts forever.
Dollywood, love every moment.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything bright. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
I'll help you slow it down.
All right, Mix 1041 WCLE, also MixTV.tv as well. We have our friend Ashlyn Akiona in the studio, one of our great interns. Feel weird saying intern because you've just been one of us for so long now. But it's great to have you here in the studio. So I think you're going to have some, it's called a Weekender's Guide.
Yes.
Some events coming up this weekend. So tell us about it.
So this weekend is the first weekend of October. So, you know, all the apple picking and the pumpkin patches and the haunted houses are in full swing. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of, like, places that are opening up for Halloween. So on Friday, we have the Nougat Lights at the Choo Choo. And Nougat Lights is usually something that happens around Christmas time, but they've chosen to do a little bit of some Halloween stuff this year, and this is up for families of all ages to walk through. It's just a light show that shows like just kind of some Halloween spirits. Mm-hmm. So that opens up tomorrow at 6 p.m. and goes till 11 every single night until November 3rd. So you don't have to go tomorrow to finish up everything and go there. Mm-hmm. You can actually go at any point in time throughout October. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah. I kind of skipped ahead of myself, but we are also doing football Friday. Mm-hmm. Of course, with the rain last week, there was a lot of cancellations, so we have to go back into doing a little bit more of football this mm-hmm. week. So Bradley's hosting Farragut this week. And Walker Valley is going to Howard in Chattanooga. Mm-hmm. And I think Cleveland has a bye this week, so we will not be hearing much from them.
Well, they've actually added a game. They're traveling to Charlotte, North Carolina to play.
Oh, wow.
There. Yeah.
I hope that the roads will be okay for them. I know that Hurricane Helene kind of hit North Carolina pretty mm-hmm. hard, so hopefully they'll have safe travels on mm-hmm. that way. Awesome. So we can probably tune in and listen to that over YouTube and all the things. So that's it for Friday on mm-hmm. events. Just kind of a slow Friday evening, hearing of football and stuff like that. But on Saturday, there is a Walker Valley band reunion. And this is not at Walker Valley. It's actually at Hopewell Church of God, and it's a kickball tournament. So apparently there's a lot of tradition for Walker Valley's band to get together and do kickball together. So everyone from, I guess, when did Walker Valley open? 2001, I believe. 2001. Mm-hmm. So from 2001 to all the way to 2024, wow. All alumni are welcome, and all current students are welcome to go to the kickball match. So kind of sounds fun. My brother was in the band, so I think I might tell him to go there.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
And there's a lot of car shows, which I feel like in Cleveland, there's a lot of car shows just in general over mm-hmm. the weekend. There's a lot of car enthusiasts in Cleveland. So it's kind of interesting hearing like the different clubs. Like there's a British car club that it happens in Cleveland, and they're hosting one of their car shows actually in Ottawa. And it's just focusing on British cars, and it's in Cambridge Square, and they're going to shut it down. There's going to be food and all that kind of stuff. So it's on Saturday from 12 p.m. and goes throughout the day. So if you want to see some cool British cars, go to Cambridge Square in Ottawa. Yeah. And we're hosting our own in Cleveland, actually at Cleveland High School, put on by the welding department there. So they're inviting, this is their first annual time doing mm-hmm. this, mm-hmm. but they're putting on this car show to come in. It's free entry, free food, and just like, I think it's another thing to just go do and go look at different cars and stuff like that too. So it's right across the road from my apartment, so I'm excited to see the new cars coming in and all the older cars too. Sunday, I can only find one event for Sunday, but that's okay. That maybe Sunday is the day of rest for us. It's like it's in the Bible or something.
Yeah.
But there is a kids' Halloween paint party at Pokey's Music Hall and Eatery. So they said that they had canvases set out for the kids and paint, and they can just come in from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And do little arts and crafts that are Halloween themed. So yeah, lots of fun, cute little events, lots of car shows to come to look at this weekend. But yeah.
Awesome. That's Ashlyn Akiona with Ashlyn's Weekender's Guide. Great job on that. We appreciate you coming in and keeping us informed.
Of course. Well, every weekend has something new, so you got to get out there and figure it out for yourself.
That's right. Well, thank you, Ashlyn. Good to see you. Have
Good
a great
to see you
day.
too.
All right, we're going to get a local news update right here.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
From the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, here's your news for Thursday, October 3rd. From our news partners at Local 3, a student on a Ray County school bus suffered a medical emergency after overdosing on a THC vape pen. The student collapsed against the bus window and appeared to have a seizure. Other students placed him on the floor until medics arrived. He was treated at Ray County Medical Center and later released. An investigation revealed the vape pen contained 99.9% THC. 2 Ray County high school students were arrested and faced charges including conspiracy to sell marijuana, felony reckless endangerment, and false reporting. As a part of the investigation, police searched a home on Oak Hill Drive, finding nearly 8 pounds of illegal THC products and 2 handguns. 2 individuals, Brian and Armando Lopez Ramos, were arrested and charged with various drug-related offenses. Ray County Sheriff Mike Neal urges parents to discuss the dangers of vaping with their children. For Mix 104.1, this is Emily Beatty reporting.
This news update is brought to you by Kelly Paul with Bender Realty.
Hey there, I'm Kelly Paul, your trusted realtor, celebrating 30 years. I will guide you every step of the way. Call me, Kelly Paul, at Bender Realty, your realtor since 1994.
All right, Mix 104.1 WCLE, MixTV.tv, back here in our IKEA of Cleveland studios. Let's get a final check of our Simmons Bank celebration list for this morning. Happy birthday to Wayne Reynolds, who is 61 today. Robert and Kelly Varnell, they're celebrating their 15th wedding anniversary. Leland Ross is 12 years old today. That is from his family. Wendy Seaborn celebrated a birthday yesterday. She's a library assistant at Michigan Avenue. And then Misty Haggard is having a birthday today as well. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us for tomorrow. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they've been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903. Call Kendu 423-381-3427. And let's get a final check of traffic here for the morning. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on Northley Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. Also taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate looking good. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up. This traffic report is brought to you by Milligan Vein. Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Dr. James Gooden at Milligan Vein offers an office treatment that can make you look and feel better within a day. Visit milliganvein.com or call 423-961-5682.
The deals are real. The sale is real. At the summer clearance at Eller and Owens Furniture and Mattress. Shop the summer's biggest furniture sale for 40% off all furniture and custom orders.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Bender Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Bender Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace replace home. For all things real estate, be home with Bender Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, bender-realty.com.
Time to pay the dad tax.
Dad, go get your own.
Dad tax is a sacred institution.
Not here, it isn't.
It is too. Right now, we'll pay your sales tax on any Mermaid brand mattress.
And we'll give you free local delivery on qualifying products.
Only at Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's favorite mattress store.
Your sleep, handmade, hand delivered.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we take pride in helping our neighbors protect the foundations of their homes. Now, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience serving Tennessee homeowners.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results. But with the same local team, our customers know and trust.
And we're ready to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag, just $5.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $5.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9, MixedTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
You're watching Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane. Breakfast and lunch. Here are their lunch specials for today. They have smoked sausage with peppers and onions and 2 sides for just $10.99. Their sides include coleslaw and hot slaw, beans and rice, and green beans. And then also every day they have hamburgers, cheeseburgers, chicken salad, great desserts, including cobblers, turnovers, and cookies as well. So that's all at Green Acres, located on Georgetown Road here in Cleveland, across the street from Candy Creek Cherokee Elementary School. Green Acres is the place to be for breakfast and lunch.
Tennessee Valley weather.
Here at Mermaid Mattress, we're revolutionizing the way you shop. We offer actual stores you can visit to try your new mattress before you buy it. Mermaid Mattress, we're just around the corner.
All right, for today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 84 and a low of 65 this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy early in the day, a high of 82 and a low of 62. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 85. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 62 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar this morning, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is sponsored by George Gray Allstate Insurance. Give him a call at 423-479-5431. You're in good hands with Allstate and George Gray.